Right, part A here, so we're going to look at Bodmas, okay, order of operations. So in the title, it simply looks at what order we should go in, right? Whether we should multiply or add or take away, divide, what brackets and so on, what comes first. And with Bodmas, obviously B stands for brackets, so you sort out the brackets first, right? That's what you must do. O stands for of, so what we mean there is anything with powers as such, because it means like the square of, okay, the cube of. You could also have the square root of something, okay, so you'd work that out next. And then the rest then is self-explanatory: divide, multiply, add, subtract. Now divide, multiply go together, right? So it doesn't matter what order you do these in, okay? You could multiply before you divide, okay? And the same with add and subtract, it doesn't matter. You could subtract before you add. Just use a bit of common sense, really. I mean, if you've got something like this here, 8 times 2, and then you've got to divide it by 4, okay? Well, it doesn't matter, right? You could divide first, you could multiply first. It really doesn't matter. The rule of thumb is go from left to right. So in this case now, you're going to multiply first, because it comes before divide. Okay, same sort of thing when you have like this here, okay? Take away first, okay? Then you add, okay? Because we go from left to right. So let's look at question 1 here. You've got multiply and add here, and you've got to take it away. So let's do the multiplying first, because Bodmas multiplies. This becomes 12. 2 times 1 is 2. Take away then 5 times 2 is 10, right? And then we can just add these. 14, take away 10 is 4. Okay, this one here now, brackets first, that's what we work out to start with. So 6 times, now 13 take away 11 is 2, okay, and then you've got to add the 10 on. So do this in stages and steps. Of course then 6 times 2 is 12, okay, add 10, so you get 22. Alright, here now you need to work out the bracket first, so in the bracket that becomes 3, and then we're cubing it, okay. So then the next step is to work out what this is, cube of 3, okay. So Bodmas, the second letter is O, so it's cube of 3. Now 3 cubed just means 3 times 3 times 3, okay, which is 27, and add the 7 then you get 34. Here, bracket first, so when you work this bracket out you end up having minus 3, okay. Now you can get negatives, this can happen. 2 take away 5 is negative 3, okay, and then you've got to add on 8. Now when we multiply this, okay, you just multiply it as normal. 3 times 3, for instance, is 9, isn't it? Because there's a minus there, you get minus 9. Add on the 8 then, so minus 9 add on 8 gives you a result of minus 1. Here then, you need to work out the bracket first, but inside the bracket we've got Bodmas to actually apply in here as well. So, you know, you've got 9 squared, for instance, which you can work out to be 81. We do that as our first step. Then we've got 81 divided by 3 to work out. Okay, now maybe you want to do this by the side, the bus stop method. 3 into 8 goes twice. That makes 6, so there's 2 left over. And then 3 into 21 goes 7 times. So then you've got 27, add 8. Okay, so we're still working things out inside the bracket. So I go from here, I'm running out of room, so I write it by the side. 32, work out the bracket, that becomes 35. And 32 take away 35 is negative 3. Okay, this one, so we can work out the bracket here. You want to keep it, or you could work out 10 cubed as well, because this is on its own. 10 cubed is 10 times 10 times 10, which is 1,000. Let's work out inside this bracket then. 8 squared is 64, 6 squared is 36. So 1,000 divided by, add them together is 100. Of course that gives you 10. Here then, insert one pair of brackets to make the calculation correct. Well, as it stands, it's not correct. But if I put a pair of brackets here, okay, you'll see then that we end up having 90 times, well, this work out the bracket is 10 divided by 2. And it works out, doesn't it? Because 90 times 10 is 900, divided by 2 is 450. So that's where the bracket should go there.